In the last video, we talked about that starting your business will bring up a lot of fear of judgment, of people not understanding you, of people categorizing you in a way that doesn't make you feel good. But what if there's no feedback at all? What if you start your business and there are crickets? You don't hear any applause, you don't hear any negative feedback, you don't hear anything. And this is where actually most people stop. They start something and there's no feedback loop. There's no answer to your echo. So you put something out, you don't hear anything back, and we're not used to this. We're constantly used to whatever we do, there's some kind of reaction, even if it's a negative reaction, even if it's somebody that just dismisses you or ignores you. But this in itself is already something that we register. Is somebody proactively is ignoring you, and most of the time we can actually sense it. This is still a feedback. But when you start a business and in the beginning, most of the time you won't have that feedback. There's nothing, there's just silence. And how do you actually move in that silence? When there isn't any noise, when there isn't any validation, when there is no answer of, is this going in the right direction or not? This is when we have to become our own validation. We have to find a way to train our nervous system to give ourselves the validation that we're looking for, the one that is self-referencing, the one that is based on you showing up. It's the one that's based on, I keep the promises I make to myself. I stop looking left and right if people like me or if they don't like me, because I will actually generate my validation by myself. I mean, don't get me wrong, we all need interdependent relationships. We all need belonging. We all want to contribute. That is just in our nature as human beings. But if you're able to hold on to that part of you that you know, no matter what, I'm going to show up like that, you're going to be able to get over that first long and hard hurdle, which most of the time consists of you not getting the feedback. And I know what most people do. They just stop. They feel like I'm not getting the feedback, so there is no motivation there. Well, let's change that. Let's really build your nervous system to be excited about doing the next step in your business, because that in itself already feels exciting enough. That in itself already gives you a boost, a high of validation, and you feel good being the person who shows up for yourself. Before we get started, I want to remind you, if you haven't done this so far, to download the free poster on the Own Identity template. And if you want to take it to the next level, then work with me one-on-one. All the information you need, you can find through links in the description. Silence is not rejection, it's a lack of data. So this is one of the most important information. So first off, your business cannot survive in a vacuum. It cannot. At some point, you need data. You need data of this is actually connecting with people, this is being translated, there's somebody who benefits from this. But these feedbacks, this data is important to help us to decide where we want to go from a logical standpoint. We should not rely on this in order to regulate our nervous systems. And most of the time, people do this. This is why we have so many toxic relationships, why people stay in jobs where they're not being appreciated enough. All of this is happening because our nervous system is used to feedback loops. It is used to have some kind of answer of I see you. And most of the time, people prefer a distorted I see you, or I see you but I misunderstand you, or you have to prove yourself to me, that kind of feedback, than no feedback. But when you start a business, you're not going to have any kind of feedback. But that's a good thing, because when you don't have the data, you actually have the opportunity to teach your nervous system to create a big chunk of your own validation by yourself, right? I always say there's a part of me that's not up for debate. There's a part of me of how I want to see myself, and I make things happen. I actually show up as that version. So I know that no matter what people left and right of me are saying, this is a part of me that I like. I like to help people. So if I find an outlet of this is how I can help people, then I don't have to worry about getting into codependent relationships where I constantly feel like I have to prove that I have the best intentions with that person. No, I actually am able to create one source of my own validation, as in, yes, I actually help people and I do it in a healthy way with a good outlet. And, this gives me something that cannot really be taken away from anybody, not like from a single person in my surroundings, right? And so if you're able to keep going in the silence, if you're able to keep going when there's a lack of data, then all is good, because then you know there's a part of me that can exist almost independently, right? Of course, we need the belonging. Of course, we need the connection. But the more you can generate by yourself and feel comfortable, like it's not overextending you, the more solid you're going to be once your business actually starts growing. Your nervous system is addicted to immediate feedback loops. That's just how it is. It started from an early childhood on. We always test, am I safe here? Am I accepted? Am I being tolerated? Am I appreciated? Do I belong? Our nervous system is addicted to that. That's why we have in society this whole thing of people, doing things for the likes. We know a couple of years ago it was even more extreme than it is now, because then people, maybe for the first time, had the opportunity to get validation really quickly without doing much. I post something, people like it, I get a lot of likes, and then I have the instant feedback of, oh, I'm being liked for showing up this way. And this is, of course, not healthy, because if you're that addicted to validation from that feedback loop because your nervous system has been conditioned that way, then if you're not really solid on who you want to be and being able to create that validation for yourself, you're going to do things that are actually not in alignment with how you want to show up, or that aren't in alignment with where you want your business to go. You're going to look way more to the outside, how you're going to get the next kick, than what is actually healthy and beneficial for you and your business long term. When you start a business and you show up authentically, you're going to break that pattern. You're not going to get the immediate feedback that you're used to. But just because you're not used to it doesn't mean that your nervous system isn't capable of creating that validation for yourself. You are able to hold on to a version of yourself. You are able to teach your nervous system to be okay with who you are right now. That's why so much of the nervous system work or mindset work or all of this is teaching you to be still in that moment. Because in those moments, you teach your mind to be okay with you being by yourself, with you making choices in a vacuum. They're not supposed to stay in the vacuum, but it starts with you. There's a part of you that is not up for debate. There's a part of you that only you get to give validation to. And when you're able to build that version, and you build it by actually doing it, by showing up, everything else becomes an add-on, and you're really solid there. So remember, you have to become your source of validation first. So how do you do this? Well, you understand that you're not going to build self-confidence by doing something and people liking it. You're going to build self-confidence by keeping the promises you make to yourself. You show up. You say, okay, I'm going to work 2 hours on my business a week. It doesn't have to be so much. Like, I used to listen to Gary Vaynerchuk, 10 years ago or so. And he had this idea of, okay, you go to work for like 8 to 10 hours, then you get home, and then you work another 6 hours on your business. I never had that kind of energy. I never had that kind of motivation or dedication or inner fire, in order to do that. I never wanted to do that. And it is not necessary, right? I mean, as I said, if you want to have the success Gary Vaynerchuk has, maybe you need to do that. If you, on the other side, want to build something that can become your main income source, this is not necessarily the only way. And if right now you're not able to show up for your business at all, then every little step makes a difference. So let me give you an example. Imagine you're an author and you want to write, but you don't really allocate time for it because it is not a priority for yours. But if you say, no matter what, on Saturday mornings between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m., this is going to be the time I write on my book. And maybe in the beginning, it will only be for 10 minutes, but you know that this time is allocated. Set that anchor. Show up for yourself. I don't care how small the step is. It doesn't have to be a big thing. For me, it was always Sundays between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. That's when I recorded my videos, when I still had my full-time job and this wasn't my main gig yet. So showing up for myself and showing up in a way how I could contribute helped me to build the image of who I wanted to be. That's what I was able to hold on to, because no matter what people are saying, if you're writing, you're an author. If I record videos and I show up, I care about this. Like, this is actually happening. This is not an image of myself that I have to hold on to. I prove to myself that I actually am this version of myself because I've done it. That's what will help us to give ourselves the validation. And it will teach our nervous system that we do have the capacity to give ourselves a big chunk of our validation to ourselves because we prove to ourselves that we do the things that matter. Regulation creates consistency, not motivation. So when you regulate your nervous system, it is not that you're going to get that motivated. It's not that every single time I record videos, I'm super pumped and I'm excited, but I just know this is the person that I am. When we talk about simple things like brushing your teeth, you wouldn't feel like yourself if you wouldn't be brushing your teeth, because your identity is somebody who takes care of their teeth, right? This is just a quick example. There's so many things. I make my bed every morning, and I've done this for over a decade. I cannot go a day without making my bed. I already feel like I'm not being myself. And so when you've taught yourself to feel good about yourself because of the steps that you take, no matter how small they are, you actually like that version of yourself. It becomes your identity. And then you keep showing up to reinforce that identity within you. And so the consistency doesn't happen because one day you have motivation or because of the regulation, then you're going to feel motivated. No, it's that through that regulation, you're going to be able to stay consistent. Because when your nervous system is not regulated, you're going to look for the next kick that's going to make you feel good. And that can be that you do what people are asking of you, let's say in business, although this isn't really in alignment with who you want to be. Or you prioritize hanging out with people that are not good for you, or whatever it may be. And this is not coming from a place of judgment. We've all experienced this. Everybody's learning. I definitely am. And I still learn every year how much of my validation I have been outsourcing. And this happens on autopilot. This happens on a subconscious level. So the more control you can take of this and the more you can regulate your self-image through showing up for your business, right? It is not about being perfect. It's about showing up. It's about willing to go into the ring. It's about being willing to learn on the job, so to say. That will help you to calm down and regulate your nervous system so you're not going to get sidetracked and lose focus or want something else, because this is the identity of yourself that you like. I like being somebody who makes my bed every day. It makes me feel good. So of course I will do it again. But if I wasn't used to it, if I always had a messy bed, now becoming somebody who makes my bed might feel uncomfortable. That's why I always say, let's start small. If the change is too big, you're not going to be able to maintain it because the nervous system regulation just isn't there. If you're somebody who never works out and now you say, oh, I'm going to work out 5 times a week, it's probably not going to last. You don't need motivation. You need nervous system regulation. And when it comes to your business, it's the exact same thing. And so the identity shift is from performer to builder. And don't take it in a judgmental way. Just know that we all want the validation of you're a good person, you belong, you matter, all of this. This is normal. This is nothing to be ashamed of. But if we're not consciously building that version of ourselves, we're subconsciously going to perform in ways where we're going to get that feedback. And that performing can also be people pleasing. It can be that we minimize ourselves, that we keep quiet because we trigger people or we make people uncomfortable, or who are we to dare to go for our business? I had people who I showed my videos to in the beginning and I was so proud of it. And the only thing they said, oh, your hair is kind of weird in this scene. There's this whole thing. I overcame so much and this is the reaction I got. This isn't going to be an exception when you start your business either. It is just people mirroring back to you the discomfort that they feel, that you take control over how you want to feel about yourself, right? That you don't outsource this. And so even if you're not trying to, and I'm not just talking about you, I'm talking about myself as well. So even if we're not trying to, we're performing if we're not building. So the more you build, the more you show up as the version who does that, the less you need to perform. So for example, I know that I'm helping. I know that I chose a way to show up that makes me share what I've learned, that makes me, help people, all of this. I'm proving this to myself. And because of that, I was able to overcome so many codependent dynamics in my life, because in those areas, I actually performed in order to get the validation of, you are a good person, you have good intentions. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know that in a perfect world, I wouldn't need that validation at all. I wouldn't have to prove that I'm a good person. I would just know it, right? I'm valuable, all is good, everybody's worthy, and all of that. But that's not the reality of things. And if you have something that you feel like you have to prove to yourself, rather build it. Build it in a way that is healthy, that has an outlet that you can maintain. Make it something that you have control over, instead of outsourcing it where you're at the mercy of how people perceive you. And the more you get back to yourself and you prove to yourself that you're showing up as the person that you want to be, then you're going to be okay with not having that much data. This is not failure. This is part of the process. And this applies just as much as you wanting to prove to yourself that you're not lazy, for example. If you do something that okay, I sustained this is okay, I'm doing more than I did last week, then this is something that you can build on. And then you're not going to look left and right if people think you're lazy or not, because you're proving to yourself that you're not. So you can apply this to any personality trait that you want to bring out through your business, because this is not just about the value that you bring or the product you create. It's about who you become in the process. And then it's going to be a business that you're proud of, that you're not doing just to get some quick feedback loop of, oh, you're valuable or you're doing something extraordinary. No. You actually become a person who wants to show up for yourself and who wants to show up for their business. Remember, if you want some more guidelines how to build that identity, then download the free poster on the Own Identity template. And if you want to take it to the next level, then work with me 101. All the information you need you can find through links in the description. And if you want to watch another video now that is in alignment with today's topic, then check out the video you see on the screen right now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.